So my last post may have sounded a bit harsh. Let me elaborate a little bit. See, I understand all the fears, hesitations, thoughts that come up when it comes to helping Ellen, or even speaking up to others about her situation or the topic of there being a global pedo network. It's kind of big, right? And it's not like I didn't went through those fears as well, and like I don't know them. But then let me share with you some wisdom from a person that went through all of those fears into the extreme, went through it anyway, and made her the most resilient, courageous, and kick-ass woman that I personally know today. Ellen den Hollander. First off, transparency is the medicine for everything that is kept in the dark. And your heart is your bodyguard and your bullshit meter. When you do things openly, everyone can see and everyone can know what's going on. But when you do things secretly or partly in the dark, you know one thing for sure, and that is that network will definitely see. There are no safe channels. And Ellen has tried hiding from this network multiple times and failed miserably all those times and survived barely. Anything that you do on a computer or a telephone can be accessed by network. So let there be no illusions about that. And if you want to look into that, I recommend you to check out the ChatGPT conversation that's on eyesonellen.com. So that's why Ellen flipped it. She flipped it from hiding from network to being utterly transparent so that everyone can see. And the thing is, network doesn't like to bring their shit, their dark business in the light. They're supposed to not even exist, right? So that's why we created the Instagram page and the website. And that's why I posted about her whereabouts almost every single day when she was on the run to this day. And it worked. It worked. It kept her safe, and she's still alive against all odds. The thing is, a key thing is that transparency in taking action for what you stand for aligns you with your heart. It's part of being authentically you. And that creates a field of energy that is higher than the crap that you want less of. See, the problem and the solution never share the same frequency. And that's when the universe or God or source or whatever you wish to call it starts to help you create a new reality. And that's when magic starts to show up everywhere. And people come from unexpected corners to help and support you. And you start to inspire people. And that's where your safety is. In the empowered state of heart that you now stand in. See, your mind tries to keep you physically safe, but only your heart truly knows if you're in danger or not. Again, your heart is your bodyguard. It knows when you have to stay and when you have to get out. It knows when someone is full of shit and when someone is safe. So if your heart pings, help Ellen, help the children, and you want to act on that, then do it without hiding it. Do it without keeping it in the dark. You don't have to shout it from the rooftops or tell it to everyone you come into contact with. That's not what we're saying. We're just asking you to just stop putting effort in keeping it down. See, to outcreate this network, to help these children, to get them out of this horror, to help Ellen build her dreams and help heal other survivors. We need people like you, seemingly normal, everyday people, but actually ass-kicking people who stop treating this issue as a secret or a theory. See, we want to address a core issue here, but we keep beating around the bush. In order to what? Keep everybody comfortable? Keep ourselves comfortable? How is that honoring or serving to anyone? How is this world that we live in comfortable or safe? Are we thriving? Don't you know something else is possible? If Ellen would receive $1 or €1 every week from all the people that have benefited from and shared her healing tools and a video like the game metaphor, which is in Dutch, but I think I posted one with English subtitles, and I will do the next one too. And her reincarnation reunion letter that was also in Dutch. At one point there were more than 200,000 people that shared those things. If all those people would donate €1 a week, Ellen would be out of trouble. Ellen would be able to start her healing house. And we would be making a network of light that is unprecedented. Safety in numbers. We embody safety when we choose to live not from fear, but from there. Courage comes from doing stuff that's scary, okay? We know it's scary sometimes. That's what overcoming fears is all about, courage. And don't forget that the French word for heart is cœur, courage, courage. It's in your chest. And people have called me brave and courageous. And I am grateful for the acknowledgement, because I did overcome a lot of fears to do what I do. Ellen overcame an unimaginable amount of fears. But we need more than your acknowledgement. And we don't want to be put on a pedestal. We need you to be inspired to do the same. And don't give me the, I could never do what you do. You don't have to do what I do in a literal sense. Don't even try, because that's not the point. Your inspired action may look totally different than mine. You don't even have to put it on social media if that's not your thing. In fact, if you cannot say it to people face to face in real life, then don't put it on social media, because it has to be congruent. Authenticity, right? But the thing is, the point is, you have to actually take the action, whatever that looks like for you. Choose from the heart and stand firmly in that, because you know the power that it holds and the ripple effect that you'll cause. Now I'd like to end with a few words from Ellen. I survived what should have been absolutely impossible to survive, and I did everything in my power to stop it for everyone. Now it's your chance to stand behind me as one force, so that we can turn this from a nightmare into a miracle. So what are you willing to give to stop a global pedo network? €10? Your reputation? Your comfort? Your way of life? Your convictions? See, I am not for sale, and I was offered a lot to keep my mouth shut. But that would have meant I had to sell my soul and live at the expense of the children. I have always refused. And I know 100% sure that there are thousands and thousands of people like me. People that are not for sale. People that refuse to live at the expense of children. That's the people I'm looking for.